Okay, so land preparation for a vegetable farmer is what the vegetable farmer does on the land before planting the seed. So those activities which the farmer does in the site where he has chosen to plant, those activities is what we call land preparation. So he prepares it. He doesn't just throw the seed in the bush. He prepares the land. That's land preparation for a vegetable farmer. It's quite much. None of the steps should be jumped for somebody to have a good production. The first step is to clear the land, clear the bush. Sometimes it could be the land that has been used before, but in other cases the land might be a virgin land that has not been used before. So in whichever case, there should be a clearing. So especially for virgin land, the bush needs to be cut. Most of our bushes in Africa have both grasses, giant grasses, and also shrubs. Some shrubs are found in the land, so the bush needs to be cut. It could be done manually or by whatever machine is available, but you need to cut the bush, clear it, and pack all the leaves together. Those leaves could be used in production of compost manure for the farm. It's very, very useful. After packing the leaves and clearing all of the sticks from the land, the second step is to destump. It is very important that stumps on that soil are removed. It could be removed manually or with any machine. There are different ways of removing the stumps, but the stumps need to be removed. Sometimes some people just set fire on some big stumps. They gather some leaves around that stump and set it on fire just to make sure, the fire helps you to burn the stump, those big ones. The other ones, just with their tools, you remove them from the soil. The stumping is very important because in vegetable farming, the vegetables don't have deep roots. So when you have stumps all over your farm, it could hinder the growth of your roots when you plant. If you just cover the stumps with soil and start planting, there are certain positions where the stump will be and it will disturb the growth of the roots of your crop. So it is always good to remove the stumps after clearing the bush. So the stumps are removed, and after removing the stumps and clearing all of those from the soil, one would need to till the soil. You need to break the ground, break it. You till with your farm tools. For big farmers, they use machines. They use tractors to begin to plow. But after the first plowing, remember that for lands that you are cultivating maybe for the second or third time, that means you have destumped it in your first clearing. Such lands with just grasses, one could very easily plow the land without even cutting the grass. You use your tractor and plow, and as the tractor is turning the soil, even those grasses are entering the soil and is turning them. So this has some advantage because it also decomposes with time and becomes part of your manure in the soil. It enriches the soil, so that's a good practice. So whichever way you till the soil, you plow with your machine, you then apply your organic matter, which is maybe the animal droppings. You apply them on the soil. After applying the animal droppings on the soil, you leave the farm for like a week. Some people leave their own for up to 2 weeks, because if it is during rainy season and it rains and those things you sprayed on the ground now, mixes with your soil a little bit, that will be very useful. After the period of 1 week to 2 weeks, you can do a second plowing of your soil. You plow the second one. After the second plowing, the land is ready for you to make beds or make ridges. Most vegetable farmers prefer to farm on beds. We also advocate for beds. It is very useful. You don't just start planting, because if you plant without making your beds, you're also running a risk. So you can make your beds, and after the beds, you would need to mulch. After the mulching, the land is ready for planting.